It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1956, recorded Thursday, October 5th, 2023. A glowing review. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D returns to Toy Fair after 2.5 years. We have 3 gadgets from there. I have the first gadget of my new theme. I wonder what it is. And we have your videos all next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same damn show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the captain. We can really call you a captain because you must have had to ford some rivers in New York. Did you get on a boat recently? Because it seems like the streets were ready to be...
It was bad. The storm, it was, I think, the second most rain the city ever had. It was 4 inches of rain in 6 hours. And the subways, there was one line left running and running poorly. And I know one official said, I was stuck in my subway car for 4 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, the rain came so fast
and so
furious. It
buses
just flooded
with not puddles, but actual like feet of water, and the buses were like going through the water still. Yeah, basements. If you lived in a basement, it was
yes, basement apartments. The thing is, if you've been to a meetup here, you know we don't have to worry about the river overflowing because you come up to a flight of stairs to where the restaurant was, and then you come up 2 more flights before you get to Riverside Drive. So the river can never overflow. And the funny thing is that Sunday there was the triathlon, and they canceled the swimming part because New York City is so old that rainwater goes into the same system as New York City sewage does.
Yeah.
And
Paris has the same issue, by the way, is they have one sewage system, and it's rainwater and sewage, and whenever it rains like this, it can get overloaded.
Exactly, in which case it goes into the Hudson. So you don't want to be swimming through that.
No.
No. So that was... Anyway,
but you were fine. Your house was fine. Not even the basement flooded or anything.
No, the basement didn't flood.
That's great. No, it's great.
It's great. We lucked in.
Yeah, and I can't imagine if you were a New York native and displaced by this, because what do you do? I mean, it's just like everything just got wet and destroyed, and sewage, and oh my gosh, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. So I'm so glad to hear that you're fine.
No, everything was good. And thanks for all the people who emailed me and posted stuff on Facebook. Things were, I mean, it was exciting in a way because we had Charlie just, if Charlie has an emergency, he does the fireplace, which is easy to clean up because it's marble. So we opened the door to see if he wanted to go in the garden. He took off in the other direction. Like, are you kidding me?
He went straight to the fireplace and said, I'm not dealing with that.
Fireplace. I mean, when you have patio umbrellas in the yard and the rain is still coming in, it's pretty rough, pretty hardy rain.
Golly. Yeah, no, it reminds me of in Dallas when it got really, really bad and there was like tornadoes and stuff. It's like, I just survived an ordeal. I mean, I just really feel like I survived something. So, God, I can only imagine all of New York kind of feeling like it was under threat of flooding.
Yes.
Holy moly.
Although it kind of doesn't have any wires that can be knocked down, fortunately, evidently the wires underground are insulated enough that I don't even think we had a power outage.
That's awesome. That's
So
great.
yeah, so that was good. That was
It's
good.
awesome. And you get to go, went back to Toy Fair.
I went back to Toy Fair. I explained some of that in the video, and then also there was an event this week for Al Jaffe.
Oh, fun.
Al Jaffe, who passed on, I think in April, but it took DC Comics like 5 months to do a tribute to Al Jaffe. So it was very nice. They didn't rent a theater. The School of Visual Arts here in the city has their own movie house, which they gave out for Al Jaffe's Mad Magazine tribute to Al. And Al,
It looks packed. It looks like there's a lot of people there.
yeah. Well, it was invitation only. And so if you went through those photos, I can sort of. All right. This was the most emotional speaker. Even I teared up because it was such an unbelievable thing. So Johnny Sampson is an artist and does comic book work. And for one job he did a satire of the Mad Fold-In. And on Al's birthday, he said, he wrote a fan letter to Al and said, and I hope you don't mind, but I did a satire of what you do. And he sent it on to Al. And he said, it took a long time because at Mad, they're very bad at forwarding mail. So Jaffe
That sounds like
not
me.
only wrote Johnny, he said, Johnny, this fold-in is as good as anything I could have done. And if you had any fun doing it and you're at all interested in taking over my job,
Oh my God.
I will start talking to the people
Who?
at Mad and Warner Brothers in your behalf.
Wow.
And he started crying
Of course.
because he got the job.
Wow.
And he said, I was hoping at least a form letter that Al might have signed. I did not expect a handwritten letter. And then offering to be my agent.
That is only happens in dreams, in daydreams even.
Yes.
I can't imagine. That's like, reaching out to an idol and they're like, hey, you want to become best friends, by the way?
Yes, exactly. Yes. They're like, yes. Like Al Pacino comes up to Mad and instead of saying, can I show my son around, says, can I show my son around? And Dick, would you like to be in my next movie?
Yeah, exactly. You want to get dinner? I'm feeling like sushi. Let's go have some sushi. Absolutely.
And he was very funny because he started crying and he said, all right, I'll do a different voice and I'll do a serious voice. And he started doing like a very hero voice.
Yes.
And
Marvel in the cinematic universe we have seen.
And he was able to get through the rest of his talk by doing that. So that was really great. And then each of us got up to talk. And so it turned out that Jaffe did a lot of great things for a lot of people.
That's great.
It was super. We had a great time.
That is great. Do you want me to keep going through any of these images?
You know what? Yeah, so that's the guy who now does the fold-in. Okay, that's Sam Viviano, who is the art director, who worked with Al for like 20 years.
Wow.
And Stephen Colbert is a monster fan of Mad Magazine, and at one point, they had a birthday cake for Al, like to the man who does so and so and so and so. And then he said to Al, Al, this is actually a fold-in cake. And they cut the middle third of the cake. And they pushed the two halves together. And it says, Al, you're an old man. Yeah.
That is amazing. That is honestly amazing.
Well, not only that, I love Stephen Colbert. And Guy Parks on my hat. And said, you work for Mad? I said, yeah. And he chatted. And I said, what do you do? And he said, I'm co-executive producer of the Stephen Colbert Show. I said, are you kidding me? I said, if I write a fan letter to Stephen, would you give it to him? And he said, absolutely.
Amazing.
So he has a dog, so we would meet in the park. And a couple of days later, I met him in the park, and I said, did Stephen think my letter was stupid? He said, Stephen read your letter, handed it to one of the production people.
And
said,
you're
"Go out and
hired.
get
No, I'm just kidding.
that would have been good. He said, go out and get this framed because I want to hang it in my office. And I'm thinking, you write someone a fan letter like Stephen Colbert, and they want it framed for their office? So, yeah. So that's a step down from do you want to work here?
Yeah, well, getting a framed letter is that's awesome. That's honestly amazing.
Yeah, I can say my work is in Stephen Colbert's office.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
With the writer's strike, they were really looking for anything. So
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They actually wanted to make it into a movie. I said, well, it's a little
Exactly.
short, isn't it?
You didn't realize you were signing over the rights.
Yeah, exactly.
To this letter.
Exactly.
That is awesome. And here, let's keep going. I lost my mouse here. Here we are.
Yes. You know who he is, right?
Yes, Marvel.
Stan Lee had a very funny. I think he did this for Al's 95th birthday.
Yeah, because I was like,
because
this wasn't recorded recently. There's no way.
Yeah, Al and Stan used to work together, and they had come up with two cartoon characters, like a pig and a duck, that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
and Steve. Stan in the email said, Al, we're so lucky. No matter where we go in the world, we just mention the names of that duck and that whatever the other animal was, and people know who we are. And he said, I know. It was the total failure. I lost you to Mad Magazine, but I love you and I love your work. And so that was great to see. Stan. I didn't even realize Stan and Al had worked together.
Yeah.
Let's see, anybody else? Let's
go back through, and I think that's it. I think we're back to the beginning.
That's it. That's fine. And then I spoke also about Al. So.
Golly, what an amazing legacy, and it's good to be remembered by people who are close to you, and I'm sure that was a great.
It was great.
Event.
It was great. It was great. It was more one of the more uplifting and funny memorial. Sometimes you go to them and people go on and on and on.
Yes.
This was just everybody was very quick and very funny.
You were in a room full of professionals. They know how to.
That's right.
They know how to, get the emotion, but also not make people wait too long. That's really great. That's great.
And you, anything thrilling there?
Let me think.
In your humdrum life?
Golly. Mostly it's just been work. I've been pumping out the videos. It's not glamorous, but been trying to reach some goals and been doing that pretty good. And it's just I'm really looking forward to honestly, I'm kind of getting like a second wind with the Giz Wiz. You'll see in today's Gadget Warehouse not Gadget Warehouse, Crappy Corner. We tried a different style of video, so trying out some new things, and I think it's going to be great. I'm just very optimistic for the future.
Great!
So.
This sounds good.
Yeah. Well, we got so much because we have Toy Fair. That's super exciting, and I have the Patreon poll to go through, new theme. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Okay.
Here is your first gadget.
First video. A lot of gadgets.
2023. This is the 118th Toy Fair. And are toys a big deal? Well, according to the press release, it's over $100 billion a year business.
Whoa.
So people love their toys, and so do we. We're going to look around and find stuff. One of the things about Toy Fair that has changed is that a lot of booths now are sealed, okay? I think it's a reason that they worry that someone's going to come in and see what they're making and then copy it. So basically, we're just roaming around. Otherwise, you have to make an appointment for every single booth you
Wow.
want to see. We don't do no stinking appointments. We just roam around, and fortunately, some people know us and they say, come on into our booth without appointments. So that's what we're doing, roaming around. Oh boy, Peeps! I can't believe it. They are so
The 10,000
unedible.
calorie edition.
Oh wait, look at this. Peeps Bunny and Chick squishy toys, okay? All right, so you can,
Whoa.
oh, Bunny, what big ear you have. Oh, these are quite fun. Okay. And the little chick, okay? Give him a big head down. These are fun. They are from Incredible Play. They're going to be $6. And even though that sign says #1 Easter gift, they will be out just in time for this holiday season. Pow, zap, bam, smash, wham. Okay, so it's not just toys at Toy Fair. We have wrapping paper. So this is stuff sold to stores, and they have over 160 different patterns. So when you buy your toy and you want to wrap it,
The
your
wrapping
store
paper
may
company.
have one of these patterns to do it. This booth is called Earth Metal, and they do have a ton of metal stuff. That metal train is neat. And then they have things that aren't metal. Kind of a little weird.
Jellyfish.
So was there a lot of pink stuff at Toy Fair this year? I think so. The Barbie effect
And people dressed in pink too.
is
Oh, I'm
present
sure, yeah.
pretty much everywhere at the show. Kind of amazing, isn't it? We're not done yet. We still have one more table. And this company is called Hot Focus. So are you a sports fan? Do you have a cat or a dog? Well, take a look at this. You can have a cat or dog house with sports fans. That's the small. And then they have medium ones that can be cute and funny. And then if you have a bigger guy, they have these guys, and they're very reasonably priced from about $50 to $70. Even a pair. There are doll houses. How about this for your backyard, okay?
You
know,
can
you
double
put this
your square
on-
footage of your backyard.
Yes.
10th Avenue. You can get $4,000 a week for that. And look at that. I assume that's a slide. Wow. I walked around the back of that house, and here's where that slide comes out. That's pretty neat. And this is a ladder into your house. And I guess that's your little kitchen down there. And then you climb up and you have a second story. It's pretty neat. Spoke to the people at Kid Craft. This is $12.99, okay? And they said if you don't have a tree in your backyard to make a tree house, well, now you sort of have a tree house because this is a 2-story playhouse. We're roaming around and seeing what we can find here at Toy Fair.
That was a great overview of all
That
the
yeah,
stuff.
that house was amazing. I did a web search. Amazon had it, but it was sold out. But I found it at a website. I don't know anything about the website, but it was $800.
Yeah.
And I read some of the reviews. One man said it took 2 8.5-hour days for him to assemble
You
it.
need to hire a contractor.
Yes. Exactly. Someone else said it took them just a full day with 2 of them doing it. So it's elaborate. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty cute.
I mean, this would go on like a neighborhood park. Like, I feel like this
Yes.
is that level.
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. Like 3 or 4 families live close to each other. Just chip in
Yeah.
and build it.
Yeah, that's incredible. That is incredible. I've seen like not quite as nice, like especially not painted and colored and with a nice slide options at like Costco and stuff. But this one is the better looking out of any type of playscape that I've seen. That is so cool.
Yeah.
And so even though you didn't have they have this reservation system, you're still able to get in and say hi to folks and
Oh yeah,
enjoy.
yeah. Like you know, when you have the thing is at Toy Fair, it's different than like Pepcom and stuff because they're really there to sign up retailers to carry
Right.
their toys.
Right.
So when you go in, they go, all right, so the retail on this will be $10, but you'll just be paying $8. And I go, no,
Yes.
I'm with
I'm
the
not
press.
I'm not a business. Yes.
And then sometimes they're a little depressed, like, what could the
Oh.
press do to me? I'm a mom and pop thing.
Exactly, exactly. Though I am seeing a lot, I saw so much coverage around Toy Fair. I saw TikTokers there, I saw live streams there. It really seemed like it came back with a vengeance. This
Well,
this
I
year.
think the fact that they went 2.5 years without Toy Fair, that people were very excited about
Yeah.
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
and
you found
then
a
I
few
think
links to some of the other.
Oh yeah, yes. So, Maccabi Art, the soccer, the dog houses.
These are brilliant because if they sell this at sports stadiums or whatever, can you imagine? You're like,
right.
hooray! I can get the Dallas Cowboys pet thing.
Yeah, and I like that. I didn't realize they don't. It's not a doghouse. It's a pet igloo. Oh, and then they have helmets that look like.
Yeah,
like
they're
pet
designed
igloos.
like helmets. Oh, look, there's a little
There's a baseball.
Oh my
They're
gosh. Yeah, this is a great
camouflage.
idea. This is a great, and not too I
Not
like the
terribly
price.
expensive. No,
Yeah.
no. And then this is not the one I saw because this looks like a plastic base, but they're kind of interesting. There's the
Yeah.
one I think they had at the show. $60.
I think
And
I'd
then
get the
there's-
dog bed. I don't really the fake jellyfish. Not my
Doesn't do it for you.
vibe. I mean, they're not bad, but not for that price. Is my opinion. Those are cool. I like
okay.
your little roundup. Those are great.
And then something else I found at Toy Fair is
So guess what I found? Remember we talked about Barbie, but not Barbie Mattel? This is Barbie.
Ah!
The
You found
Laugh,
it!
Learn, Grow. So Reese is going to tell us, is this it?
Yeah, this is our Bobby, and it's 3 boats in one. We've got Bob and Bee, and together they make Bobby. It's our brand new STEM water toy, great for the bath, the pool, the beach, the play water table. Bob has a flat bottom. Bee has a rounded bottom. So you can put them in the water. They have different kinds of water displacement, different kinds of balance. Bob is a big boy with compartment he can hide toys on, balance on top. They both can be used for pouring and washing their hair, rinsing their hair.
So like what age group we talking
I
about?
think you can start, for 6 months and up.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
okay.
great little bath toy. There's a teeter even on here, and they
I
they're nice
see.
tactile. We've got suction cups, so you can put it against the
Oh, against
bathtub
the
for
wall?
different kinds of play.
Yeah.
Or you can turn them around so they can dry out nicely. They're 100% food grade silicone, and we want to always promote that different people can come together
Oh,
with
okay.
different strengths. And when you put Bob and Bee together, you get Bobby.
Okay.
And they can be stronger. Oops, we didn't finish putting them together. You can put them together, and now you have even a better
Oh,
boat.
okay. And the retail on that?
It's 32 coming in the new year.
In the new year. Oh,
Yes.
so 2024.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, we're excited to have you try it.
Great.
Thanks for
Bobby
having us.
from Gridley Kids.
Aw, well, I'm glad. Well, glad we got to see Bobby. We
yeah,
kind of
exactly. Yeah, I assume you're not going to mix that up with the Barbie doll.
that would be quite the. Sometimes there's confusion in exactly which gadget you should get. I remember being kind of mad at Xbox because they would like sell a version of the Xbox that had like no hard drive and was like unusable. And I felt like it would trick like unsuspecting parents into buying an Xbox, but it wasn't really useful. I wonder how many parents are going to be tricked into, I'm getting the Bobby. Yeah, I'm excited. No, I don't think anyone's going to be tricked. I hope that it's not lost on the 6-month-old, that two people coming together.
They,
Quite the metaphor.
Through interactive water play, children learn cooperation, sharing, and communication.
And teething.
Encouraging teamwork and building friendships.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Also, when you put Bob and B together, you have to make sure the seams are closed because Bobby was listing in the water there, if you noticed.
And this is why we need a bilge pump, kids.
Bilge pump sold extra.
Exactly. All in all, now seeing it and seeing her describe it, it makes a lot more sense. If you are a parent with a extremely young child and you want some toys, food grade silicone, no one's gonna get hurt. They have fun faces. It makes a lot more sense now. So I think it's a pretty good product.
And suction cups to stick to the shower, the side wall of the tub.
Exactly.
Yeah. And finally, something that is on several hot gifts for Christmas is from an old company, Light Bright, and this is what they have.
Here at Light Bright, and I came in and I said, this is the worst candy of any display. Turns out these are Light Bright LEDs. And I didn't even ask your name.
I'm Maureen. Hi, everybody.
Maureen, now,
I'm Maureen.
tell me about people saying that they wanted a brighter Light Bright.
They did. So one of the things with Light Bright, so we have been creating art with light since 1967. And one of the things you have with our classics, where you see it's the chunkier, it's not candy, do not eat it. It is
Right.
the chunkier pegs that they wanted us to see, can you add more definition and can you add more lights? So we did the Light Bright Super Bright HD. So you'll see it has double the LEDs.
Oh.
We also then took that you can put the templates underneath the grid so that you don't have the paper on top. Yes. And then you can just match the colors.
Oh, you can cheat your way to do it quickly.
You can do it quickly, and then also you can see the difference of the peg sizes, so you can get almost think of it like a television, like HD. So in the pixels, so you have the classic pegs, you have the mini pegs, and what that does is that lets you get more definition in your design. And you can also then, kids, it's not just for 4-year-olds, which is more of kind of like your beginning templates. Then when you're 6, 7, 8, you can work up to like a super bright.
Okay. Now, it's just a rumor, but I heard that in Rome, the ceiling of the church will be all Light Bright mini. It's just a rumor. Okay.
Wow, who knew?
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
learning so much today.
She's very funny, this girl.
So we then have our Light Bright. Do you mind if we go? That's perfect. So we have our Light Bright new licenses where the phenomenon of Barbie.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Right? Have you seen the movie?
Yes, I loved it.
It was
Loved
amazing.
it. Loved
so
it.
we have the Barbie, different templates, so 6 different classic retro templates that we're excited about. And then the other nice thing that we didn't talk about yet is you have 4 different light modes. So you can see you've got rotating different light modes. You have kind of a pinwheel effect as well. So that's a lot of fun. And then you can easily display it. It's got an easel back as well.
Okay.
And then for the very big video game friends of Pokemon, we'll have this out for spring of 24. This is actually
My co-host is a Disney
fan.
freak.
Yes!
Really, I love that.
Disney!
So this is actually celebrating the 100th anniversary of Disney. So you will have all sorts of different templates that you can do, from Mickey to Goofy to Donald to also, because it's the 100th anniversary, to Toy Story, Lion King. So
is this out now?
This actually, yes. So this launched in October in Walmart. We're going to have an exclusive at Target that launches in November.
And the price point?
$24.99.
How much?
$24.99.
Oh, that's very good. Very good. And it
Exactly.
runs on AA's?
Triple A's. So
Triple
three
A's.
Triple A's, yeah.
Okay. Now, I noticed walking around, some of them seem to have USB. Do they all have a USB on the side?
They have the port, so we made it easy. So if you didn't want to do the battery, that you have the USB port that you can then hook it up to, and then you
just
don't
leave
have
it
to.
on.
Exactly.
Okay,
I love
okay.
that you picked up on that. That was very observant of you. Yes.
I took a quick look. Okay. Anything else brand new? Oh, what was this?
This is our Light Bright Touch. So what we wanted to do is come up with creating art with light without the pegs. So how we did that, so you've got this, I'm going to turn it on for us, and you have 3 different ways you can play. You could create designs, you can play games, and you can also animate. So on this one, we're going to try playing a game and creating a design. So my name is Maureen, so I could do a quick fun design of M. So you have something fun like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put it under here so you can see the light is really fun. But you put your hand on it, if you keep pushing it, you change the color. So it has 7 different colors. By pressing it, you have the color changing, and you gotta press it. So
okay. Yeah.
See?
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that
Oh,
fun?
that's very
And then it
clever.
almost has
Yeah.
this like very fidgety feel to it.
And that retails for?
So this is $29.99. This is in Target and Amazon right now. It actually just got a Good Housekeeping nomination for Best Toy. So we're really excited about that. But I want to show you too, if you just want to have fun and have very cool animations in the background, you can do the animation mode like this, because kids love to do TikTok videos. They can have these really fun videos and animation in the background.
And that's USB also if you want.
Correct.
Okay.
So this is, you've got the USB port right here if you want to. See right there?
Is it USB-C? No. Okay.
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 It does say, so you can see micro USB.
Okay, very good.
And you can see the batteries that it takes.
And again, the price point was $30?
This is $29.99. So Light Bright Touch.
Okay. This is great. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
She was great. Oh my gosh.
She was great, yeah.
That is awesome. I didn't know Light Bright had so many new products.
Neither did I. And that they've been going, she said, what, 1967?
I know. Holy
They're like
moly.
Crayola.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that stuff.
Don't tell them about the exclusive that Target's supposed to have and that this is supposed to come out in November. Don't tell them that.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the Disney 100. Disney's celebrating their 100 anniversary. So you'll see these Disney 100 badges on a lot of new products. It's kind of funny because this one has, what is this, 3 times 4, so 12 different designs. When the Barbie one looked like it only had 6.
Yes, you're right.
I was feeling like Barbie needed a few more designs.
Come on,
the
Bobby.
Back. Exactly. But this looks absolutely amazing. I also like the touch. That seems fun.
Yeah, that's clever for people who, like on an airplane or something, keep the kids in the back seat, entertained.
Yeah.
You don't need pegs falling anywhere.
I like it. I like that a lot. I do agree. I wish it was USB-C. I noticed noticed your question. It's like, oh, darn micro USB. But all in all, that was impressive. How many products they have now, and I really like the high definition. I like, but
twice the pixels.
twice the pixels. That was a little funny, but I think that it's really cool that it's bright, it animates, it has the USB on the side so you can just keep it on. I just think all these features are really, really cool. They did a smart job.
And not outrageously priced. So.
You're right. Exactly. Exactly. Cool. Light bright.
Light bright. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to one of my favorite times of the month.
You might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okay.
What will it be?
What will it be? The patrons had a poll to choose from, and the options were number 1, glow-in-the-dark gadgets. Number 2, gadgets under $10. And number 3, Halloween gadgets. What do you think? What do you think, Dicky?
Glow in the dark. Well, that would be good for the light bright.
Mm-hmm.
Under $10. And what was the third one?
Halloween gadgets.
You know what? I read in one of the trades that this is going to be the most money ever spent on a Halloween. They're estimating, I forgot how many millions of billions. Wow. I'm going to go Halloween gadgets.
I would have said the same thing.
Oh, no.
It is not Halloween gadgets. I'm completely shocked by the patrons. I think this would have been like 3 years in a row that they've always chose Halloween gadgets. So I was kind of positive that they were going to choose Halloween gadgets. They did not. They ended up choosing glow-in-the-dark gadgets with 48% of the vote. So,
okay. Oh,
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Terrible. I mean, Halloween gadgets didn't get trashed.
No, it was in second. It was definitely in second. But I was shocked. I was very, very shocked. So, glow-in-the-dark gadgets. What is your opinion on this? Because I was trying to decide if I should do kind of gadgets that glow, with LEDs, or specifically the glow-in-the-dark material that you have to kind of let sit in the sun and then becomes glow-in-the-dark. What are your thoughts on which?
I think anything that makes light in the dark is game.
Okay, good. Good to know. This one I took literally with the glow-in-the-dark stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I recorded a video all about it. So here we go. Today we are checking out a glow-in-the-dark gadget because the patrons decided that was the theme for this month. So we are taking a look at this, the Fun Forts Glow. It is a whole fort set that should glow in the dark. Now, I wanted to make sure that this would glow in the dark as much as possible, so I went ahead and took the poles out of the set and set them in the sun. They've been sitting in the sun all day long. I put them back in the box just to show off for the video. But this kit includes a ton of pieces, 81 pieces, poles, and little joints to put the poles into, so we can just open this up and make our own fort. So let's take a look at what is included.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna build it in
just two different types of pieces. The poles, which should glow in the dark, we hope. We'll be testing that here. It is late enough in the day that it will become dark as we're recording. We get an instruction booklet with an absolute ton of different designs. I think this first igloo design, sorry, it is whipping around in the wind. This igloo design, I think, is what I'm gonna try to build today. So you got the poles, and then the other piece is obviously these joint pieces. They look like a foam material. They're not quite squishy. They're pretty hard. But anyway, that's what we're going to use to build our fort. So let's get to building. Ooh, it's a windy day. First impression, are these glowing? Oh, they are. They're glowing just a teeny amount. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell about the glow, but they are glowing. So we hope that these will keep glowing for like 1 more hour as the sun goes completely down. Here are the joints. They really are very hard. Pretty hard things. And then you can just push the pole into the joint. And you just shove it in, That's pretty good. They add quite a lot of weight to the poles. Now it's time for me to get the instructions out and make sure I'm making this igloo correctly. My first impression is that this is actually going to end up being a little bit smaller than I expected. But honestly, I don't think that's too bad. I was hoping that maybe this is something that an adult could fit into, but it looks a little bit more kid-sized, which makes a lot more sense. Okay, the first part of the igloo is coming together.
Oh, it is going to be small.
Did I do that right? I don't think I did that right. I didn't do that right. Okay, we need another piece. Never mind. Okay, finally, there we go. That is the base of our igloo. Now we build a structure on top of that. These are just so weird. You could use them to join the circus if you wanted to.
Wow, that's great.
I'm not a very good juggler. We're about 6 minutes into putting everything together. Everything's very simple, and other than my first few mess ups, it's pretty simple to follow. The instructions are clear, and there are quite a lot of different builds. There's even like a house, a castle, a rocket. So if this igloo wasn't quite your vibe, there's other options for you to get into. I feel like once this is complete, it's only like one sheet away from like the coolest fort in the world. It's coming together.
Yeah.
It is going to be substantially smaller than I am, but it is coming together. The last 3 poles. First impressions is that this seems really fun. Honestly, if I was a kid and a father, an uncle, family member, a friend put this together, it would be just so fun to play around in. There we go, we're done. Throw a sheet on this, add some flashlights, and you're in for a very good time. Just to give y'all an idea of how large it is, let's play with it. Let's jump in. We do have extra poles, and we have extra joint pieces. We have enough maybe to make like one more box on top of this if we wanted to. So let's get in. Wait, I should enter from the front of the igloo. What am I thinking? There's no back door to this. Okay, so let's clean up a bit. Let's get in.
Are you gonna fit?
It's itty bitty. I feel like, I'm crawling. I'm joining the army. Here we are. Okay, we have to wait a bit more to see if it gets any darker and see if this actually glows in the dark. One thing that I kind of didn't even think about when putting this together is that you could easily put this together in a house. And the glow in the dark feature of the poles doesn't necessarily need to last from sunset until it gets full dark. If you put this together in a bedroom and left the lights on, turn the lights off, these would look really, really cool. So we'll wait just a bit to see how dark it gets and how much they glow. Okay, so it has gotten darker. It's still not 100% dark out here, but from the naked eye, and I hope this shows up on camera, these do look like they are glowing just a bit. There is definitely a small amount of light being produced by the bars, by these poles here. It looks pretty cool. It's not just a bright neon color, it is actually emitting a small amount of light. Now, that is probably the hardest situation these would ever have to be in. I put these out in the sun during the middle of the day, only pulled them out just before I came here, and they really haven't had a big boost of light since the sun has been going down. So if you were to put this in a situation where it was bright and indoors and then come back and and turn off the lights or whatever, it would be a bit different. So let's see if this you can see,
wow.
I can see a few little glow spots from the light on my camera. So out here, it works great. I would recommend that if you're really looking for that glow in the dark effect, bring these indoors all in all though, even just kind of ignoring the glow-in-the-dark element of it, it's a fun little kit. I've had a lot of fun putting this together, especially if I had some younger people around me who could actually play in this. They would have a grand time, and I think that it's a pretty great gadget. There we are. That's the first.
Oh, that was a Herculean effort. That was very good.
I had to build a house, so
yeah,
it was not going to be easy. Here it is on Amazon, 5% off coupon currently, so you can get a $1.50 off if you want. But I thought it was pretty fun, and
yeah, I think it is too.
A lot of reusability too with this gadget. It's not just a one and done, which is pretty cool. So the Fun Forts Glow fort building kit, and it doesn't really have a brand, honestly. Power Your Fun Store is the name of the brand. Not even sure. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay. That's the name of the company.
Yeah, they got a few things. So that is the first of our glow-in-the-dark gadgets. And looking forward to this theme for the rest of the month. So thank you, patrons, for choosing this theme. It should be fun.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. That was good. That was a great video.
Thanks. With that, let's move into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Our email is from David Podner, Podnar, and it's kind of a what the heck is it? So let's play David's email.
Okay.
Hey, Dick and Chad, Dave again. Got something I picked up in Walmart in the clearance aisle. And you always look down there every so often, and then I saw this.
Huh.
And it's almost like, what the heck is it? Because it's
a dog toy?
It's rubbery. It's very, the ball itself is hard.
Big for a
little
dog.
rubbery little nubs.
Is it
okay
for the laundry?
And it uses USB-C to charge up.
Okay.
Oh,
so you push the power button here on the bottom.
It has to be an animal.
It vibrates.
Toy?
What? Here's your controller.
No. Now
so
the controls
go to level 2. Pulsate.
A massager?
Or go all the way to level 3. So what is it? Okay, first of all, it's not a dog toy.
Ah, dang it.
It is a massager. Specifically can be used to massage the ball in the underneath of your foot.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You gotta watch out that you don't hit the
power
charger
button
here and it doesn't roll too far away from you. But you can just and anyone who does like running or imagine biking, the bottom of your feet kind of get a little cramped up at times. So you can see it just nice and okay. I got an interested party with the bed, but you can see nice little foot massager. You can use on your shoulder, your calf muscle, anywhere you need it. Just kind of put it there. It's got a nice little nub, so it's not too hard on you. And press hold. Again, USB-C. And I mentioned it was in the clearance aisle for only $5 for the Vibra-Brawl.
Wow.
So that to me, this is really nice for $5, especially when normally it was $30. So really good deal there. And thanks so much, guys, and talk to you later. Have a great one.
I like that. I like that
Dave,
so much.
that's you know what? I found it on Amazon for $25, and I beat Scooter X on AliExpress. It looked like it was $27. So he got a heck of a buy for $5.
Look at that.
Yeah,
$5 is very good. Wow. Yeah, that's a great buy. Honestly, useful. I almost wish that the power button was like a tiny little switch, so you could easily like roll it around 360. I feel like I'd be worried. I'd step on the power button and turn it on or turn it off.
Shut it off.
Yes, exactly. But that's really, really cool.
I think it is too. So, Dave, that was great. I will send you the current issue of Mad Magazine. And if you have a video, Dave got it in just in time. As of yesterday, we didn't have a video, and we have one today for the show. Anything to do with a gadget, 1 to 3 minutes, put it up on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu when you upload. Click Unlisted, and then only people with the URL will be able to see it. Send that URL to us. Email us at mail@gizwiz.tv. And just make sure it's in horizontal format and we can see the gadget and hear you, as Dave's video illustrates. And we especially love if you have an old gadget somewhere, an old tech gadget that is worthless now. We love seeing those. Mail@gizwiz.tv.
Do it now. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters
Now.
Adam J. writes, I was just watching the latest Giz Wiz episode, and I wanted to add, Bose did in fact enter the hearing aid space. I was talking about when they introduced the new headphones. I thought they might be hearing aid headphones. He sent a link, and it sort of looks like Bose sold them the technology.
Powered by Bose.
Powered by Bose. So I think Bose didn't actually produce them.
Interesting.
But
they look so nice. They look fancy.
Whoa, $1,000?
Oh, they better be fancy.
One of them has a Bose logo on it.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. It must have been a different division because I never ever got a press release about it.
Yeah, this seems definitely like almost like a licensing deal.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
That's what it's feeling like. Less like Bose really had a good hand in this, and more like they were like, "Here's our logo that you can put on that."
Yes, exactly. And you can use our quiet technology, but we don't. Yeah. Maybe Bose was surprised to see their name on it.
Yeah. Yeah. They were like, wait, what contract did we sign? I mean, it makes it look like Bose headphones.
Yes, it does. It does. And I looked on the Bose website. There was not an inkling that they ever had such a thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, Adam, thank you.
It's not, honestly, it's not great reviews.
No, not for $1,000.
No, I would want this to be higher reviewed if I was.
Yeah, just for laughs, type in Jabra hearing aid.
Okay.
Because that's $600, I think.
It makes me so mad that hearing aids are so expensive.
Oh my God!
It seems like they should. Someone should come in and figure this out. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for.
Jabba, I think you got it.
These?
Yeah.
Hearing aids for... See, those don't have great reviews either.
Oh, wow. That's it. Worse.
Yeah. Here, let me go back to the Google search. Enhance the sound. Not
the noise. Sennheiser has them?
It's a very different... form factor, extremely different form factor.
Go to that one.
Only use necessary cookies. Get out of here.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. I mean, those just look like headphones. $700
I know they.
Headphones.
Yeah.
Huh.
And how much are they?
Those are $700.
$700. Okay.
Let me look. Yeah, $799. $800. Really.
Yeah, $800. And the other $1,000. Oh, what? Oh, and that got dreadful reviews.
Yeah.
I guess it's hard to to do that.
I wonder if it's laziness. Honestly, it's like, I know, my mother's used headphone or hearing aids. My grandparents have, and I don't think anyone's been in love with their hearing aids.
No,
in fact, standing next to her, sometimes I can hear feedback. I can hear feedback from her ears. I can't imagine it sounds good to her when I can hear that, from my side.
No.
Yikes. It's sad because I feel like I'm going to need hearing aids. I honestly feel like I need them. Not maybe now, even.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm at that point now where I'm thankful I can wear earbuds for podcasts.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I have my headphones that I use at my computer, and I love them. And I've always had hearing issues for a few years now. So.
Well, there's a comedian, an old-time comedian, Henny Youngman, probably not with us anymore. And he said when he found out the price of hearing aids, he just put a piece of bent wire on his ear, and people just automatically spoke louder because it looks like you're wearing a
just go to Goodwill, buy a dead pair.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Just say, the battery's dead. Can you talk louder?
They're so small. They seem like they would be inexpensive. Like when you can buy a cell phone for $300 that has a screen and a battery and a camera and all that. See, it's such a tiny little. It's just a noise amplifier. Just make it cheaper. So yeah, that's insane about the hearing aids. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about this Bose.
Yeah.
Unless the reviews were all 5 stars, it's hard to jump in on that.
I wouldn't.
No.
As a matter of fact, I will. I was looking at the Jobber things, and I thought, wait a minute. Let me do a Scooter X thing. Let me go over to AliExpress. They have a ton of these things for $40 to $60, and I figured I'd rather risk. I said, I'll risk $40. So I ordered something yesterday. And I'll let you know if they work at all as a hearing aid.
Yeah. That would be
as long
good.
as they have Bluetooth, you can always use them, give them to someone as earbuds.
Exactly. Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can't wait till you review those. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, with that, I want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Just want to say thank y'all so much for y'all's support. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for your continued generosity in supporting our show, The Giz Wiz. If you like the show, please consider giving back. Patreon.com/Giz Wiz. You can also head to our website, gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab at the top of our website, and you'll be greeted with a big old banner to take you to Patreon. Also, on that same page, there's a small little link to take you to PayPal if you want to donate via PayPal. However you do, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. If there is a schedule change, it should be at the top of the website in a little pop-up so that you can know when we are recording next. And so just about that time, just head on over to the website and it'll update with the live stream. There we are. So you can join the chat room and chat around along with all of the wonderful people there. And if you don't catch the show live, all the episodes are there at our website, gizwiz.tv, or on our YouTube channel, or we have some RSS links on Apple Podcasts.
And at the top of that website, there is the sched change listed.
Oh, yes. There is.
We are recording Friday, October 20th, because on the 19th, there is the Holiday Pepcom here in New York City.
Holiday Pepcom. And your birthday. So,
I'm telling people that it was my birthday. I'll say, wow. I just expected a card. Look at this.
Look at the holiday Pepcom event. This is
Wow.
This is great.
Wow.
Thanks for throwing this on my birthday. This is great. Speaking of another thing you own, GizWiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you're ever needing a link back to Amazon or a description about the gadgets, GizWiz.biz is the place to head. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is an entire gadget, not just a piece or a part of the gadget, and I've figured it out. I know exactly what this gadget is. Yeah, you know, it's always difficult, sometimes being in a relationship, when it comes down to the Oreos, sometimes you just don't like those little cookies. So, and you just want the filling only. So if you need a place to store the cookie part of your Oreo until your significant other gets home, this is the gadget. You just stick the little cookie part of the Oreo in there, keeps it nice and fresh. And that's
very good.
The most complicated answer you're ever going to get. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing. 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. GizWiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.